All right. So for that omoplata, the thing is that just like an arm bar, just like a triangle, a lot of people can smell an omoplata coming a mile away. Not people off of meat fighters or whatever, but you know, that might change with this little project I'm doing here with any luck. So most people don't even know what an omoplata is. So what's going to usually happen when you try to go for this omoplata, and I think we've discussed this earlier, is that people know that I'm trying to belly them out. I want them flat out so that I can start to hyperextend this shoulder, right? So people are going to build their posture up. They're going to base out. They're going to sit back. So they're going to be sitting in this position, and they're like, I can muscle through this. Maybe I'm already blocking their hips, so they know they can't forward roll, right? Maybe they're really burying this leg, so I can't straighten it out. I can't do anything to break them down. So we got into this position, right, where they have this really strong base, and I'm not able to get their shoulder to the ground. And that will happen, especially to you smaller guys. I've had it happen. Was rolling with this like high school. I think he even was a college wrestler. He was like really, really a tank. He was strong as hell. He eventually, you know, like sprint back, and I hit my head on the mat, and it was really painful. But so watch out for that. But I think I went for that omoplata twice, and I think I actually got it the second time. So, but you don't have to, right? So I'm in this position, and because I haven't said it enough, I come to the inside, I break his posture down. I'm going, and I start to shrimp out. I get this gable grip to go for this this cutting arm bar, right? I've got my foot on the hip. I'm pressuring down, my knees pressuring down that shoulder so he can't build his posture up. So, and also some controlling the bottom of the lever. I might have this foot up under his chest and pinching that, right? Get over to my side, and then I start to break this. But maybe I'm losing control over this, right? So just like I said in the last video, I'm gonna come over and I'm gonna funnel that in, and I'm gonna kind of just hold on to the shoulder. And then I start to sit up, and I start to get into that omoplata position, right? So I got this leg out, and this fucker's doing this shit, and I can barely maintain this position at all. So look at this. I've got this nice little triangle here, right? So I'm keeping my shoulders in front of my hips, and then I cross my leg over the top. Now I'm gonna get perpendicular to him, and I'm gonna take this. You know, this is here as well. Like if you can't get underneath him, maybe he's burying his chin or he's doing something to block you, you can come over the top, you can hook it here, and then you can crank his shoulders together. That will work. I don't get that very often. Have I gotten that? It's there. We'll say that. You can see if you can get it. I think that for me, I feel like it's more of a technique that you're going to use for people who have longer legs. So, but here, I get that triangle here, and I'm going to hook under the armpit here. So now, I've got both sides of his shoulders here, and all I'm going to do is start to straighten out. And you guys can probably see what's happening here with my knee, right? I'm hyperextending the shoulder back this way, and I'm pressuring down with this. And I've got, because this is on top, and I'm actually straightening out and like lifting the other shoulder, I'm really putting all that weight and all that pressure here. And I can even lift up. I'm not really concerned about him bringing his arm too much back. If he's being too squirrely about it, maybe I'll hold on to his wrist or something. But really, once I get into this position, this is going to be pretty strong. This is going to be pretty tight. I'm trying to think if I've ever had somebody really escape from this. I don't think I have, honestly. They'll block it from getting set up, but once you get that far side armpit, and again, I'm going under his chest here, right? It's going to be really hard for him to start to escape from this. And if you're concerned, you can hold his hand with this. So here, going to the inside, break his posture down, and I start to turn over, and I start going for that cutting arm bar. I'm starting to sit up, right? And I'm losing control or whatever, so I'm going to take this hand from the inside, funnel here. I'm going to come up onto my elbow, and I'm going to start moving. Notice I'm grabbing his hip right away, right? Grabbing that hip, and I'm getting here, right? So from here, I'm trying to find a good angle to show you guys this, right? So I've got this hip here. I'm going to pull this leg out, and I'm going to bring it over the top of my other one. This is usually going to be a lot easier with an actual person who's actually trying to fight you. When he's trying to build his posture up, I'm going to have all kinds of space to be able to do that. I'm still trying to trap this arm for the moment, right? I don't need to nearly as much when I start to go for the finish. I start to move perpendicular so that I can get that hook on the other side, and then I just start to push my hips out. You see that I'm kind of going this way, and that's putting my weight into that knee as I'm straightening my legs, and I'm driving that shoulder down. All right? And I'm going to throw in one more thing for you guys tonight. This is the last one, I swear. All right? So, I go for that omoplata. I get in this position. He's building his posture up, and I may have already mentioned this before in another video, guys, but arm bars, triangles, omoplatas. So, if I wanted to, right, I can put my feet underneath, come out, go into that belly down arm bar. He's posturing up, so I might bring this leg around here and pivot to the other side, and I've got that triangle there, guys. It's right there. He's posturing up, he's giving you plenty of space to get into that triangle. So, use it, right? So, we've covered a fair amount tonight, guys. Again, I really want you guys to focus on not watching these straight through and thinking that you're going to remember, right? I want you to actually watch one video, practice the technique, give yourself, if you're just by yourself, maybe 5 minutes is going to be okay, and then do it again the next time. And then come back and then watch the next video in the playlist and work your way through. And you saw that when I was doing that one especially, I was going back to the previous technique and showing the whole sequence of how I got there, right, to build up to that last technique. And what that does is it reinforces the setup, right? Because you're not just going to find yourself in these positions, right? You're going to be going for something, and that's going to give you the next opportunity. So it's really important that you are actually practicing stringing together these techniques so that when one starts to fail, I don't care. I'm gonna go on to the next one. The same thing's true, guys. That omoplata, if somebody's really building their posture up for a triangle, maybe I'll go for an armbar there. You guys, that arm that's stuck in that triangle, it's so easy to armbar. So if the triangle's failing, use it for control, and then armbar the guy. Because I don't even need to really show you it, guys, to be completely honest with you. You can figure it out. The arm is trapped there on your hip, so your triangle's controlling the bottom lever. Your leg that's triangling him is controlling near the elbow. So all you have to do is hyperextend it over that leg. So, if somebody's trying to build their posture up, break that off, and that arm's right there for you to attack. If somebody, hooks your leg so you can't build up pressure as they're trying to defend that, go to the omoplata, right? So the armbar triangles and omoplatas always kind of feed themselves into them, and it doesn't matter the type of armbar that you're doing. The other techniques, there is a path to the other techniques always from those three techniques. And I would even venture to say that the Kimura is fairly linked to that as well. So I got word at the end, guys. Thank you for watching. If you have questions, as always, go ahead and put them down in the comments, and I will be sure to get back to you. If you guys don't notice, in the bottom there, we have our link to our Telegram group. We have a Facebook group as well. I know some people don't like Facebook, so we're on Telegram. If you guys don't want to be in a chat room, which honestly hasn't been that active, you can come over to the Facebook group. If there's another platform that you guys want to work on, I can start a group in Meat Fighters to deal with this specifically. If you guys want to be on that platform too. So let me know what you guys want, and I'm here to help. So give me your questions. Let me know what you're struggling with. All right. Thank you, guys. You guys have a good night.